Welcome back to another video, and as I've been promising for a little while now, this is my most recent sketchbook tour. So I just completed this a few days ago and now I'm going to share it with you. So let's just dive right in, and like I always do, lots of stickers on the cover. And I've had the tradition for the last little while to just kind of have fun with the first page. The last 3 or 4 sketchbooks that I've done have been this kind of loopy writing with gouache and just making it really graphic and very different from what my style usually is. I just find that the first page is usually pretty intimidating, so I like to make it a little bit more fun and a little less stressful by making it something that's very spontaneous and carefree. So like this one says, I started this in February and then I finished it in May. Starting out, I did a few van life illustrations. I'm not thrilled with how this one turned out. I like the concept of it, so I might revisit it, but for whatever reason, the sketchbook, I had trouble a few times with things just being muddy, and I think this is a combination of a few reasons. One, I've been doing a lot of illustrations to share on TikTok, and so I feel rushed to finish everything, within a few hours so that I can upload it to TikTok. I think that I just need to reevaluate that, slow down a little bit so that my main focus isn't getting content on social media, but rather creating illustrations that I'm really happy with. So yeah, I'll kind of return to this theme a couple times throughout the sketchbook because there's a few that I'm just really unhappy with. And then we have these two, and I'm pretty happy with both of these. I was considering making this one into a print and possibly this one too, but I need to figure out something to do for the logos because I'm pretty sure that that's not something that I can be selling as the VW logo. So I need to figure out, maybe just put a circle on there or something like this, and that will kind of fix that issue potentially. And then I did some Harry Potter inspired stuff. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I love the look of the scraps of material on this. Yeah, and these ones were fun. This sketchbook actually holds the most sort of fandom inspired artwork that I've ever done. And by the end of it, I've decided to move away from that, but I really enjoyed doing it. It's not something that I've done a lot of in the past, so it was fun to kind of dive into that a little bit. And then this page is a little series of Regency miniature portraits that I did, and they were really fun. I don't know what it is, but I really like making these curls. There's something just so satisfying about the shape and the shadow and highlight of them. But yeah, I'm really happy with those. I made a couple of these guys into stickers for my newest shop update. This guy and this guy. And I think I'm gonna have a couple of these as prints as well. I'm also considering doing maybe a greeting card or something with a couple of these, but I'm trying to think of a clever saying to have on the greeting card, so until I think of that, I'll just leave them. And then a few more rabbits. This one I actually turned into a sticker as well. And I, for whatever reason, decided to switch the direction that it was facing. I'm not sure why I decided to do that, but I do like that. And then I had a little bit of fun experimenting with more gouache. It's been something that I've been wanting to figure out, and I've just been really failing with it. And I'm not super thrilled with how this turned out, but I like aspects of it. I'm really happy with how this one turned out with the layering and everything. And I tried to replicate it a little bit in this one, but I'm not sure I was successful. I think maybe this was sort of like a one-off maybe, I don't know. Then a little bit more of fandom inspired artwork and some chickens and roosters. And then you may remember from one of my past vlogs, studio vlogs that I did, that I was having a bout of artist block. And so one of the ways I combat artist block is doing something that's really outside of my style. So I did a few really colorful animals, and I have a couple more coming up as well. And yeah, they were just fun to play around with. And I'm happy with the result of these ones. I really like the eyes on them. And then we won't look at that one because I didn't finish it. It was kind of a failure. But some more fandom inspired artwork, and I cut a page out because it really did not work. And I don't usually do that. I usually just like whatever, but I was just so mad at it. And then here's another spread of me doing these colorful animals. Again, I'm really happy with the result of these ones. Some more fandom inspired artwork. We've got Loki and Thor. And then I did some summer camping inspired pieces with some critters that were having a nice either picnic or camping adventure. This one I have available as a print on my store when my shop update happens on June 8th, so I'm not sure if this video is going to be going up before that or not. And this one I'm still playing around with. I'm not really happy with the beaver. I think I'm going to redraw the beaver and then Photoshop him into here, because I like everything else about this one, and so it would be a shame for me to not use it just because of this one aspect. And that's the nice thing about Photoshop, is that you can fix something that otherwise you wouldn't really do anything with potentially. And then I wanted to make the otters from this into individual stickers, but they're a bit small to blow up as stickers, so I made them a bit larger. But I wasn't thrilled with the results of either of these, so I actually revisit it later in the sketchbook as well. A couple more fandom inspired bunnies. We've got Sam and Bucky, and this was the Bucky that I used, but I actually redid Sam because I wasn't thrilled with how he was looking. And then I had another round of morning sketches with Rachel. If you've been following me for a while, then you know what that is. If not, I'll put some links below chatting about what that is. But the suggestions each day were really fun. I really enjoyed this one, which are some pastoral geese. So I kind of used inspiration from historical pastoral English scenes. And then this one was a Alice in Wonderland themed one, and I'm not thrilled with the outcome of this one. Again, this is one where I find that the critters are a little bit muddy. Everything is sort of the same tone in this, and while I really like the food, I'm really happy with how the food turned out. I'm not happy with how the background and the animals turned out. It feels kind of flat to me, so like everything behind the food just feels like, I don't know, there's no, I can't find the words right now, but yeah, it just feels not complete, or like I went too far or something. So either one of those extremes, I guess. And I'm really happy with days 3 and 4. These ones are both actually available as prints. Oh, and this one is available as a print as well. But yeah, these are both available as prints, and I also have a sticker of the musical manatee. Let's see. Here he is. And then I'm also going to be having a greeting card of him as well, because I was just so happy with how that one turned out. I decided I needed to make a few different products from him. And then this was the final day, and I really liked the concept, but I wasn't thrilled with the execution. So I actually redid it on my iPad, and I really like this better. It's actually available on my store as well. This whole video is just an advertisement, I'm sorry about that. And then this is the otter roasting marshmallows that I revisited from here, and I'm a lot happier with how this one turned out. And then this is my revisited Sam from before, and then I also did a little Captain America or Steve Rogers. I started doing a little series on TikTok where I kind of traveled by using Google Maps. So I had a few people give me suggestions of where I should go, and then I would spend the morning there doing the Google Map street view and wander around the streets and see if I could find anything. So I started off in Cornwall, and then I went to Kyoto, Japan, and then I went to Budapest, Hungary, and then Ireland, I went to Indonesia and India, and those were the last two that I did for now of the series, and I may revisit that because that was a lot of fun to do. And then I did some little things. I was doing these with the intention of making stickers or greeting cards out of them, and I'm not thrilled with how they came out. Like, I didn't finish these, obviously, and I might do something with this eventually. It's just not complete on its own, I don't think. Well, maybe I could do like a greeting card with just some words with that or something. I'm not happy with how the sewing machine came out, but I'm thinking of maybe doing something similar to this, where I do some cross hatching and stuff to make that one look a bit better on my iPad. And if you've watched a lot of my sketchbook tours, then you know that inevitably in every sketchbook I leave something unfinished, and I may revisit these guys, but I'm not super inspired by the porcupine, and I like this idea, but I think I want to redo it with the cup being bigger or something. So I'm not super motivated to keep going with those, is what I'm trying to say. And then I did a couple cute little illustrations. I have a beaver and a little strawberry mouse. This one I saw a video on TikTok of a girl having a picnic, and she had a mouse that came over and started eating one of her strawberries. So it just kind of inspired me to make a little illustration of that, so that was fun. And then this last one, yeah, we won't really talk about that. I'm not super thrilled with how that went. But then I also got a few new watercolors, so I was doing some testing, and I got some new paint brushes, so I was doing a little bit of testing with that as well. And then that's it. That is this whole sketchbook. I'm pretty happy with the majority of stuff in here, but like I said earlier, there was some frustration with feeling like I needed to finish stuff faster so that I could post it on social media. So I want to be a lot more intentional with my illustrations. I want to create things that I really enjoy and I really love, and not necessarily things that I'm just trying to get some likes and stuff on social media, which is great, especially when you're trying to, get people excited for a shop launch or something. But it does kind of, it doesn't create the best quality of artwork if your goal is to finish things quickly for people to see. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching this video. I already have my new sketchbook ready to go, so I'm gonna start drawing in this today, I think. Probably right after this video is done, and that will be coming in a few months' time. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!